Where is God when your prayers go unanswered? We are in preparation this week for the day of all answers. God's answer to unanswered prayers. Very well. I believe there is not one single person in the world that can say that all their prayers have been answered. Most probably, at least one prayer has been unanswered. That can be for various reasons. But the point here is not telling you why your prayers are unanswered, because this weekend we're going to reveal to you how unanswered prayers can be answered. However, in preparation for the weekend, we would like to reveal 5 tips that can help you in a big way. 5 prayers God does not answer. Today, we're talking about the third example, the prayer that lacks action. Faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. So it's clear that when we talk about prayer, it doesn't matter the amount of prayers that you make, because as long as your prayers are not accompanied by actions, prayers alone are not enough. Often we say that God is a God of reaction. He waits for us to do our part before he starts moving and before he will do his part. And thinking about that, make sure that you add and include to your many prayers action.
As you speak, I think about Moses. Moses, when he went to Egypt and he took the children of Israel out of Egypt, right, out of slavery, when Pharaoh was pursuing them, right, was in pursuit of them, then Moses came to uh, before the Dead Sea, right? And then Moses was praying. And God told him, Moses, stop praying. What do you have in your hand? Stretch it out. So, what was God saying? There is a time, yeah, you need to pray, but there is another time now to take an action. That moment that Moses was praying was the moment he had to take an action. And sometimes we fail with that. We don't have this discernment when it's time for prayer and when it's time for action. And when I say time for action, I'm not saying that you stop praying. In fact, our mind needs to be connected all the time with God in spirit of prayer. But it's the time that you focus on what you have to do and you don't just kneel down there and pray and cry to God. It's time for action.
Yeah, it's clear that God reacts to our actions. God does not react to our prayers. He hears our prayers, but he is moved when we present our faith in action. And that's exactly what Moses was lacking. And when he took an action of faith, that's when
the waters open.
The waters, they opened, yeah. The oceans were opened and the miracle happened. So one more tip that you can consider and prepare yourself for this weekend. And perhaps there's a situation in your life right now that requires an action together with prayer. We don't put prayer to the side, but we need to add and include an action. All right. So this weekend, we will reveal to you how to turn an unanswered prayer into an answer. All right. So If you are frustrated because of unanswered prayers related to your health, your family, your work situation, your soul, your mental health, surely you have the right to be answered. Discover how that answer will come your way. And don't forget that tonight we continue with our prayer of agreement. As we are in our journey of faith to the campaign of Israel, to the Garden of Gethsemane, from Monday to Friday, we have this prayer of agreement. 10:30 in the evening. And you can connect either via our private Facebook page or YouTube channel or our website. Join us tonight. Thank you for tuning in and see you tomorrow. God bless.
God bless.